Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. Nice start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he won't find much there as it reaches the 41. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the set.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Ward off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's Ironman downfield. He's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Titans have a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Okay,
from the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Ridley, the motion man left. Ward setting up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On the double.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Let's go. Nice play.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
60 back. Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
19 Lions. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Working now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Warriors 70.
He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Up 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
They are throwing it again. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go! 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll go play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And that makes it third down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll air it out on third. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The Monty Hooker has it. And the Titans have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Go! Gotta be lying.
Motioning the tight end now. Now we give left side to Bigsby. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. He finds Tigakopro for the grab. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down from the 42.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get it. 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready,
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Only 2 yards to the marker. They're going for it here on 4th.
Come on, come on. Hit. Viking, 18.
Got TK, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Go. 19 tight. Cougar 19. Check go.
Pass play coming here. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. More from MetLife coming right up.
Ready, set.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set. Trap. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
60 Eagle. 60.
Quick throw completed out to the left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Check. Hurt. Hurt. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Come 19, come 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Take go.
3rd and long for him here. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets make it a one-score game in the first half. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First down throw here for Ward. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Again, Ward going to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. You know, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go! Bronco 80. Ready.
the gun. It's Ward. This is Ridley working the right side. Ooh, awfully close to that line of gain. Stop though made at the 46. Third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Viking 18.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready. Set. Go.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Hot 70. Let's go now. Cougar 19.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ridley, the motion man left. Going to the ground again on 1st. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll give for the first time to Khalil Mullings. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Cowboy 80.
Now give left side. That's a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. Then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready. 60 Bison. Go.
Ward off the play fake. Throws pumped. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive.
Check. Ready?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry. The Jets take their first time out. Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
The 39-yard line.
Sticking with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Trap 60. Come on. Set. Ready?
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
19 Lions. Let's go. Set Warriors. 17. 18 Pioneer. Check up.
Looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Mustang 19.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
He's going to throw it. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Still working past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Bronco 80.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Bison, 60, go.
Henderson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Titans 21, Jets 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, quick.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 is 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Now Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A gain of 9.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
60 is. Hawk 7.
They'll run this with Bigsby. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Titans have a first.
That's good.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready. Ready.
They run it again with Bigsby. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Down by Fred Warner.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Get it.
This is Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Looking to throw this one. Ward. Cut out left. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets them 17 yards. And the Titans have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strike. 65.
From the red zone on 1st. Okonkwo brings it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ready up.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Ready.
Motion the tight end over. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 13-point lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Jets, 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 Maverick. Go!
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Come on, set!
Putting the tight end in motion. Running left with Bigsby. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Go! 6,
Again, it's Bigsby. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
ready, break! Let's go! Ready!
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Titans carry both the football and a good lead into our 4th quarter. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Henderson here from the gun. By a man, he's in the clear. We got him a good handful there as it brings up second down. And goes to the hurry up here.
At the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Warriors 70.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
41-yard line.
So first down from the 41.
19 Lions. Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking in the air here. That's completed right side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Liking 18. Ready. Hurt. Ready.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Cool on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets cut the lead down to 10.
31. Jets 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock, so he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10. Ward's going to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now, third down.
Come on. Hey. Mike.
Here he goes, third and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Takes it in at the 21. Escapes a defender. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
On the ready.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. This is Henderson on 2nd down. They're going to take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4 there, and it's good for a New York first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
70 Lions, Cup 19, Cup, Jet 60, Jet 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Looking slant route, complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Jets first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. You. Tracking 60. Warriors 70.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets down by 10. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, Ken.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tigers.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He'll dodge the tackle. There he goes, right sideline. To the house for Tennessee, touchdown. The Titans make it a 9-point advantage. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game.
Jets 28.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 18. At the 27-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Titans pick it up. Not much return after the fumble, but they will take over inside the red zone.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Second quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say so long from New York.